All right, lesson 9. We are going to look at numbers here for a second. Then I'm going to show you something in Desmos, how it can actually help you graph as well. So the first numbers that you see on page 61, please go ahead and just jot those down. Starting in A, going straight down 7 all the way to 15. So go to numbers and just type those numbers in. A1 all the way to A20. Make sure you have them correct. Okay, hopefully you have those in. First question says, how many values are in your spreadsheet? Can you quickly see? How many numbers we type in? 20. How'd you know, Georgia? Yeah, it goes down to A20. Goes down to A20. Number 2, if you enter the data in the order that the values are listed, the number 7 is in position A1, 5 is in A5. List all the cells that contain 13. Okay, which cells contain 13? A4.
A13 or A12.
A12.
A14.
A14. Write those down for number 2. Letter and then number. C1. It says write the word sum. Mean. Median. They seem like they're a little important, so I'm going to bold those things. Make them a little larger as well. Okay, in D1. Georgia, I want to add all those up. What do I got to do? Equals. Sum. Yeah, so you can type in A10 or A1 to A20, or you just grab them right now. Bottom's going to tell you A1 to A20. Hit enter. Hopefully we got the same number. Everybody else get 178? If no, then I got a number wrong. Got it? All right, mean. How do I do that? Average. Do the same thing. Go ahead and do the median then as well. Everybody agree on the numbers? Perfect. All right, put your iPad away for just a second. I want to talk about page 63. You will need that again here in a second, so don't put it too far. We're going to have a app called Desmos. This is specifically designed for graphs, calculations, and we're going to have it make some graphs for us. And again, that is a new app for me as well. Haven't done a lot on Desmos, so hoping we can figure some things out together just to look at some graphs instead of making them all by hand. If it ever says stem and leaf plot, left side is your stem, the right side is your leaf. And all it is another way to list numbers to save you some time. So the stem always goes with each leaf. So this represents 31, this represents 32, this represents 45. Again, it's just kind of less numbers to work. So let's just say we're going to start a stem and leaf plot on this one. What is the smallest test score that you see? There's a couple 60s, right? So to make a stem and leaf plot, I would start with 6 on top. And what were the 60s? 64 and 68. So that's how I would write that. Again, number order on this side. 70s. There's a 72, a 3, a 5, a 6. That's it. 8s. 84. Oh, there's an 82, huh? Squeeze that guy in there. 82 and 84. 85, 85. 2 of those. 1, 2, 3 86s. An 87 and an 88. And then in the 90s, 93, 94, 95, 98, 99. Okay, so by looking at that, can you easily see where most of the class scored? Yeah, so some people think that that's kind of a horizontal like bar graph. You know, if you write it like that, you can see all the 80s. It's kind of like a histogram combined with a bar graph. Numbers that go vertically. All right, let's use those same numbers. We're gonna use the same numbers and make a box and whisker plot. So why don't you open up something called Desmos. Should have a screen like that. I just typed in Desmos.
There's 2 Desmos though.
It's not on scientific.
Just Desmos.
There's 2 different ones.
Oh, Simon created in Spanish. Couldn't
Maybe
be.
not. Maybe just, what does it say? We'll just say Desmos.
One says Desmos scientific,
Like this Desmos.
I want this one. There? Good? All right. we're gonna make a list of these numbers. So I put L equals bracket. Up by the delete button is a bracket. It is pretty picky. If you would forget the bracket or you forget the equal sign, it's not going to work. Right below the delete button, 3 to the left, right next to the P. So we good? Type in the numbers of those test scores.
Do you need a comma or a space, like what?
Good question. Comma. They do not. Your calculator will do that for you. Yep. Now it should tell you that there's 20 elements there. Hopefully you have 20. If otherwise I put one in twice. If you have 19, you might have missed one. 20. All right, I'm just gonna check my notes here. Because I practiced on this one already. Box plot, here's the trick. Parenthesis, and then it says, where is our data at?
How do you put your last bracket?
How do you put the last bracket in? Same way you did the first one. It's the opposite sign.
Use the opposite sign.
There's a button that's to the right of the one. I use this one right here.
I was talking,
This is the left side, this is the right side, just like parentheses.
I was talking about on the keyboard.
Oh, that's the only thing I use. I know where all the buttons are on the keyboard. Anybody find the bracket on not the keyboard? Everybody's using a keyboard?
It's an ABC. What's your keyboard?
Oh yeah, you can't put your last bracket on. It's like faded, but then you go with the ABC to put it on.
Just gotta use the keyboard then, Mr. McLaughlin. You can ask Mr. Desmos why that doesn't work, I guess. All right, so where's our data at? It is in L. Right, up here I saved it as all my data in L. So I want my box plot in L. It's got a little box and whisker plot here. Now the question is, where is it at? Why is it not on there? Yeah, look where my graph is at. So there it is.
Wait, where'd you
I went to the right to get to my numbers.
How do you make it bigger?
There's a little button right here, like a magnifying glass, and then I kind of like auto set it in my screen. Now, has anybody got a trick of how to find out what the points are? I mean, I can tell my min is 64, it appears.
Using a Q1 and 75.
Q1 is 75. There's got to be a way to get it to tell you.
You just keep zooming in.
Wonder if I did this.
2, 3 is
Nope, that doesn't work. Median's 85.5. Okay, so I'm gonna hit this button right here and turn the box plot off. I wanna see if I can make a histogram. So I'm going to number 3. Appeared that worked again. Whoa. Don't know where I went, Trey. All right. I don't know what this does. Again, there's got to be a way to set what you want the bottom to be. Maybe it's right here. Let's go by 5s. There we go. So it said bin width of 1 if you just have L. See where it says bin width? That means every bar is 1 away. So I just clicked in there, go comma, 10, you can go by 10s. If you want to be a little more exact, go by 5s. So again, there are tools to help you not have to do everything by hand. Okay, if you can Google or find a way to find out Q1, Q3 from that box plot, I would be impressed with that as well. Haven't found that trick yet, but it's got to exist. Instead of just zooming in, there's got to be an easier way. All right, so that's the other tool I wanted to show you. These first 2 questions on page 65. Does say use technology. So this first one, I want you to use Desmos just like we did. And you're making a histogram. Snap a picture of it.
Doesn't matter what letter you use.
Should use L. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Yep.
Why?
That's how it recognizes that it's a list. I think you can do like L1 and then put the next one in L2 if you want. You can have different lists. Question 2, same thing, except it wants, let's just do box plot. Cross out dot plot. I'm not gonna have you do that one too. We've done plenty. So again, use Desmos. Here's your list, box plot. Can also cross off number 3 then, because we're not doing. That one's Desmos as well. Question 3 and 4, just asking you about those 2 questions, no graphing involved there. So only 4 questions today. A couple of them will take a little time inputting list, but you have the rest of the hour to get rolling on that today.